Hey guys, Dave with Raceland here. We've got a 2008 BMW 335i in the shop today that we've just installed our new Ultimo coilover kit to, and now it's time to set ride height. In this video, we're going to be going over the specifics of how to properly measure and set ride height on the E90 chassis vehicles. This will be specific to model years 2006 to 2012. The Raceland coilovers for the E90 chassis will be a partially threaded coilover kit. You will only see two collars on the shock body, the main spring seat and adjustment collar, which will be used to change the ride height of the coilover kit, and the lower locking collar, which is used to lock the spring seat in place once ride height is achieved. Changing the position of the spring seat on the shock body will raise and lower the height of the vehicle. By moving the spring seat down the shock body, you will lower the ride height, and by moving that up the shock body, you will raise the ride height. To change the ride height position, you would use the larger of the two wrenches, lock that onto the spring seat, and spin the spring seat in the direction of the ride height that you're looking to achieve. In this instance, we are spinning that down the shock body, which will lower the ride height. To raise the ride height, you simply reverse the wrench, lock that onto the spring seat, and spin the collar in the direction opposite so that it is moving up the shock body. Once ride height is achieved, spin the locking collar against the spring seat, use the larger wrench to lock onto the spring seat, and the smaller wrench to lock onto the locking collar. Spin those opposite and into each other with some good tension, and that will lock them in place to ensure ride height does not change during normal vehicle operation. Included with your BMW E90 coilover kit would be a set of shortened and adjustable sway bar end links. These will be necessary for installation due to the shortened shock body height of the coilover kit. The intention here is that you're wanting to adjust the height of the end link as to ensure that the sway bar retains its factory position and that there's no contact between any other components in the suspension system during the full articulation of the front wheels. To adjust the height of the sway bar end link, you will adjust the center post of the end link. The ball joint ends will be reverse threaded from each other, so by spinning that in one direction, it will pull those ball joints into each other, and spinning it the other direction will lengthen that and spin them away from each other. Once the desired length of the end link is achieved, you will spin the jam nut onto the center post of the end link. Using an open-ended wrench on the center post, you will spin the jam nut into the center post to lock it. You will do that on both ends. Installed with the rear spring would be a threaded adjustable spring seat. This is where you are going to adjust your ride height. Since the perch is mounted on the top side against the body of the vehicle, the spring seat adjustments will be opposite of the front. So by spinning the spring seat up the length of the perch, you will lower the height, and down the length of the perch, you will raise the height. To adjust the height, you lock the larger of the two wrenches on the spring seat and spin that in the direction of the ride height you're looking to achieve. Simply reverse the wrench and spin it in the opposite direction to get the desired effect. Now that you have the coilover kit installed and an understanding of how to adjust ride height on the vehicle, you will need to get a baseline ride height measurement. To do this, you will have to get the vehicle back on the ground. Now, unfortunately, since each variant is going to differ in weight, there won't be a specific measurement that can be taken off of the shock body in order to determine a specific ride height. This will have to be done per vehicle. Now that you have made adjustments on the coilover and you've set the vehicle on the ground, you will get your measurement adjustments by measuring from the center of the hub to the fender. By taking this measurement, you can now determine if you need to adjust the coilover up or down in order to achieve your desired ride height. And that's how you adjust height on your BMW E90 chassis. Now, you may need to put the vehicle on the ground, take measurements, and readjust several times. That's going to be completely normal. Stay patient, stick with it. We promise the end result is going to be worth it. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. Please subscribe to our page. We will be having more technical articles on not only this chassis, but vehicles to come. So to stay up to date on those, subscribe to the channel. Please like this video, and we'll see you next time.